Hey, what's up? We're back with Avatar: The Last Airbender episode 6. So, you may realize that my voice maybe sounds a bit tired and my energy may be a bit different. It'll mostly be my voice. It's like, I mean, I can still talk in my regular voice, but it takes a lot more strain. It's easier for me to talk like this because I was playing some games with some friends today. We were doing visual novels. I was doing a lot of voices for them and it was a lot of fun, but because of that, I used a lot of my voice. I strained my voice a lot, so my voice is pretty tired. But we're going to be doing some Avatar: The Last Airbender today, episode 6. Which means, I mean, we're doing this today, and then later in the week we'll be doing the final 2 episodes on the same day, and then we'll be done the season. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you know when those go up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into this one. I'm pretty sure actually downstairs right now, I have my family, or my parents are watching this very episode at the same time just because they're actually a little ahead of me now, which is embarrassing because I'm the big Avatar: The Last Airbender fanboy, but because I do this channel, I just didn't watch them all in quick succession. I'm pacing it out. So yeah, I mean, look, I'm behind right now. I need to click play so that I can at least catch up. So yeah, we're watching episode 6. Make sure to support this video on the channel if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. Let's jump into this. Here we go.
That uniform suits you well.
Does it look right? I had trouble with the shoulder guards.
I was like, why does Zuko look different? It's because he doesn't have a scar. That's why.
Your gauntlets are laced incorrectly, but no one will notice.
What? Help me fix it. Father says he welcomes different opinions.
I'd advise against testing that.
Mm.
Best observe and learn.
People can say that. Like, oh, I welcome criticism. But then you criticize them and they're like, fuck you.
Like a prince.
He's so excited. Look how happy he is. Oh, nice.
Who changed the heading? Lieutenant G, I asked you a question.
We were given new orders.
New
Oh,
orders by
shit.
By me.
who? I am in charge of this mission. I am the commander of this ship.
I think he's an admiral now, bro.
I am an admiral.
Mm-hmm.
I need all the resources at my disposal, no matter how minimal.
Oh,
I'll come by later.
he's saying you don't got
to
shit,
discuss,
bro.
Changes I'd like to make.
Oh, now he's...
Until then, carry on.
His attitude has changed, you know, from a little bit of a kiss up to now you can go
What's
fuck
that?
yourself.
Lieutenant G, resume our original course.
Well, you can't tell him
Did
to
you hear me?
disobey orders, Zuko.
Resume course. The punishment for mutiny is.
I do. And that's why I can't do what you say.
Yeah, it would be mutinous
Admiral
to
Zhao was
follow
very clear with
you.
these orders.
Are you seriously gonna let this spineless slug tell us what to do?
Oh, and yeah,
doesn't
Zuko,
know
you
what's
were
at stake.
talking about the chain of command before, right?
We can't.
If he did, he would have shown us, the people who've been with him night and day for 3 years, a lot more respect.
I
Instead,
kind of agree with that. That's why they've been setting up G.
And he doesn't care what we've had to sacrifice because he's never had to sacrifice anything.
Well,
You
that's
ask
not
anyone,
true.
They'll tell you he may be a prince, sir.
I respect it, G. G has been
I know
mistreated.
Zuko has his rough edges. Than you can ever know.
Uh-oh.
Greetings, wise sages. I'm glad to see you.
Hi.
My name is Aang, and I'm here to visit the Shrine of Avatar Roku.
We know.
Wait!
I'm glad they kept that in from the cartoon. We know and attacking.
I'm a friend.
Cool. Oh,
Easy, girl.
doing some tracking.
These are relics from previous avatars that my grandfather gathered for safekeeping.
Cool.
I need to make contact with Avatar Roku. He's the only one who can tell me how to save my friends.
Is that statue behind you guys the way
I'll
to
hold
do
them
it?
off for as long as I can.
Is that similar to the Kyoshi statue we saw before?
And you have no idea how powerful he will soon become.
There you go. Time to meditate.
Now, step aside.
I can't do
Oh my god, this guy's probably gonna die.
Shall burst to the non-believers.
Oh, he might have died. Roku. Oh my god, we're gonna meet Roku? Please.
Disturb the peace of the Avatar.
Uh-huh.
And to avert your eyes
Okay. Yes, sir.
And hop on one leg.
After Kyoshi told me that I need to figure things out on my own, that it was part of my journey.
sounds like her.
Mm-hmm.
Kyoshi has always been kind of...
A hard ass.
What did Kyoshi tell you the role of the Avatar was?
She said I
kill
could be a
everyone.
Fierce, merciless warrior. We can solve the world's problems without hurting anyone?
We
Maybe
can
not
try,
all of them.
But Oh is a predatory spirit who can hurt you in ways you can't imagine. Just ask Avatar Karuk.
I don't
Yeah.
have a choice, and I'm running out of time.
I wish we could have
Just
talked to
captured my
Kuruk.
friends and
Perhaps you'll come to return what you stole from me.
Mmm.
what did you take?
It represents something that Ko needs and cannot forget.
Ooh.
The pennant belonged to the Mother of Faces. an
Mother of
ancient spirit
Faces?
who- living beings. It's
Interesting.
because of her, and she is Ko's mother.
Whoa, what the hell?
Belongs to the same thing we all.
Thank you, Roku.
Aang,
Did you give us the totem?
I hope that a liability. The Avatar
Mm.
has to make the
Yeah,
impossible
Roku's
choices.
best friend.
Placing the world's need, it'll save you and the ones you love a lot of pain.
Well, Roku, you got kind of unlucky. Your best friend just happened to be absolutely insane. I don't think Katara and Sokka are on the same level of danger. Okay, it was right there. Oh, did he take all of them out? Or is this a trap?
Paralyzed.
Oh, the tracker? June? Yeah. Oh, shit. Guess I wouldn't mind June kidnapping me, to be honest.
Not sure what all the fuss is about.
Yeah.
You need to let me
One
know.
tongue to the neck and you're out.
Really?
There's in your earthbenders and your whatever benders. They all
There's
want
only
something.
4 you have to remember. 3
You're
now.
willing to fight to get it, player, and then pick through the broken pieces for the leftovers.
Yeah, of course. An opportunist.
Time's up, Avatar.
Oh. Oh, Zuko.
I trust you.
Aw.
You know why?
Because if there's any missing, you'll come after us.
Because you're so cute.
I love her flirting with him.
I do.
But please, let me save them.
No. He can't.
You couldn't have always been this way.
He wasn't.
Happened to you?
He was so sweet.
They can outflank any attacks.
What would you do?
Your Highness, I would
Not
suggest...
you. Zuko.
Zuko. My boy. Does he not have a...
General.
He doesn't have a plan for that.
We could advance a division
Well,
here.
seems like Ozai was
Enemy's firepower
disappointed in
focused
him.
On that diversion, we can launch pinning
He's similar to
attacks here.
Sokka in that way, actually.
The 41st. They're mostly new recruits. They're expendable.
Man, yeah, the horrors of war. Facing it front on. Especially the horrors of war if you're the Fire Nation.
It's a terrible plan.
Oh.
What did you say?
Ozai turning around.
Soldiers are gonna die, and for what? It's unworthy of a Fire Nation officer.
Oh.
You dare question?
Enough!
Oh, shit.
There is only one way to resolve this.
Agni Kai.
Agni Kai.
I love Ozai's voice in this show. It's so powerful. It's so great. I understand it's hard to like live up to Mark Hamill, but man, it's just a cool like alternate version of the voice.
Just as we all know, you're in defiance of my orders, which means
I ordered
that
you
by
not to capture the
disrespecting
Avatar.
Me, prizing, given the stories I've
Man, he's turned into such a shit talker now that he's got the Admiral title.
the Avatar, tempting.
Oh, shit.
He's been waiting a long time, and I don't want him to be disappointed any more than he already has.
So frustrating. Zuko had him.
If we take
He finally had him in his hands.
Prince inside Fire Nation borders. Going there would violate your banishment.
True.
And if he finds out,
But the Avatar
is lost. For now.
I like Zuko.
But sooner or
Zuko's
later,
actor being
he'll make
frustrated.
a and that can make our move.
I think he plays angry Zuko well.
Patience.
I can believe his, like, tantrums, you know? Like, my favorite Zuko part so far is the part in episode 2 at the start when he's like, he ran! The greatest warrior in the world! And he ran! He's a coward! I really liked that whole scene.
Had you heard of my name before your capture?
Of course
or was
not.
this the first time? There are 4 guards, not 3, and Jackal. Make sure you get it right.
There are innocent lives at stake. I can't.
Zhao's career is at stake.
Really? I mean, I'd worry a little.
Nice. Don't print that.
What are you doing? Don't write that down.
Yeah, I knew that would be happening.
Have captured the Avatar of the Fire Nation.
It's a good speech. And he's loving the glory. Blue spirit, baby.
My eyebrows only just grew back.
Uh-oh. Nice. How'd you get out of there? Did he, like, go up and around so he's in the thing now? That's impressive that he was able to do that so quickly. This is cool. I like this location. Oh, killed him. Dead. On the roof? Yeah. Nice. I want to see some of these fights though. I want to see how the Blue Spirit fights. In this show, I mean. Nice, breaking those fucking chains. That's surely really hard to do, isn't it?
Sure to include the full transcript of my speech, but change loyal to faithful. Sounds more personal. Also, make
Okay.
sure the great sage
Making
has
small edits even now.
for his research.
Don't put this part in the book. Don't put this part in the book, please.
Now, is that loyal or faithful, sir?
You're gonna get fucking burned alive, dude.
The Avatar! Stop him!
Oh. Here we go. Now we're seeing him fight. Nice. Poor guy. He spent so long climbing up there. Oh, shit. That's cool. All right. Oh my god, they're actually doing this? Oh shit. This is such a crazy move. Oh shit, no one else thought to do that. Took Zhao going, wait, we can shoot fire.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Open the gate!
Yep. You gotta. You're gonna lose. Oh, I mean, yeah, Fire Lord might be pissed if you kill the Avatar. Because then they're just gotta find the Avatar again.
Do you have a shot?
Mm-hmm.
Take him out.
Oh! Oh, you don't have a shot anymore? Zhao's like, he can airbend?
And recover the Avatar! Now!
Ooh, shit. Mm-hmm. Gonna save him. Saved him. Left the swords, but saved him.
I have a small boat nearby.
Oh.
Trying to help.
I don't need your help.
You kind of did before, but also he needed your help, so.
Have it your way.
What?
Nothing. Can I ask you something?
You gonna ask why he saved you?
Might be a little personal.
Or what's with the scar?
Goat hair or rabbit?
Hmm?
Your calligraphy brush.
Oh.
Goat hair or rabbit?
Well, that's not personal then.
You have information on all the past avatars that no one else has.
You're good.
All the air nomad monk helped me a lot. I mean, it helped me a lot.
Yeah, you didn't do shit.
Goat hair.
Aw.
Stiffer, more control.
There you go, some bonding.
My teachers made me practice, but there will be. When I capture you and bring you back,
I like this conversation.
Of course, it's what everyone expects of me.
Is it what you want, though?
You know, I'm the avatar. It's what everyone expects of me.
Yeah, you're kind of forced into your role
All
as
I do is
well.
worry about that.
Kind of a hypocrite to call him out.
Chanel will be the example for all firebenders. And my father is a great
Is this angst? And pride.
Compassion?
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Out
I
cold.
didn't mean to hurt you.
No use apologizing to him while he's out cold. Oh, shit!
That's not true.
Really? Even when they come up with terrible plans. My plans.
Oh,
My
shit!
strategy. My rise.
No, please, Father.
Rise!
Oh! It's so good.
We'll see.
Oh, we'll see! What a response! Oh, shit! Oh! Wow. Wow! Ozai's firebending looks powerful. I like it. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. That's hesitation. That's weakness. He doesn't like weakness. Oh!
Compassion is a sign of weakness.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Oh my god. Azula watching the whole thing with intrigue.
And tears from the Fire Nation.
At least you have new
If
friends.
we knew each other back then, do you think we could have been friends?
Oh. Yeah. See ya. There's your answer.
Thank you, Lieutenant. But I'll wait a little longer.
I do like Lieutenant G. I think he...
You're wrong, you know.
I don't think he's a bad
About
guy.
him not caring. And the good news is, he says your vision will be fine.
Well, that's
Which
good.
means you have the good fortune of continuing to bask in my beauty. Now is not a good time.
Yeah, Ozai, you
Wish
burned
this
his
was my
face.
son,
He'll recover.
but he'll never heal.
I like that.
Your spirit, however, still needs strengthening. That is why we sacrificed the 41st Division. That is what you must do.
My god, Zuko, I think, is confronting who his father really is.
I have made a mistake.
Oh,
And you are not to return.
that is so fucked up to do to your son.
Until you have conquered the greatest
After
remaining
one
threat to our
mistake.
nation's destiny. Under threat of the severest of penalties.
Ozai, you can't.
Brother, it's done.
I like Iroh standing up for him as well.
Oh, as your crew.
Oh, the ones he saved are the ones that are his crew. Wow. So he saved all of these people's lives, and that's why he's banished.
It's him. Drop the lines. You're injured.
I'm fine.
We should have someone look at it.
I've dealt with worse.
If you let me know whether or not you're still alive.
Oh.
There actually are a few of us who care about such things.
He loves you.
Attention!
Ah, look at that loyalty.
Up. What's going on?
They love you. That's
They
what.
must have missed you at music night.
Oh. I like that they're doing the proper Fire Nation bow as well. Fist below the hand. I'd been looking out for that for this series, but I hadn't seen it yet. Oh, he's getting that respect. Oh shit. Ko is so creepy. Wow, Ko instantly understood as well. I thought we were gonna have to do a negotiating scene, but... Oh.
After all, or worse.
Gyatso?
And Gyatso's not there
Finding out
anymore.
Someone you love has left you behind.
He did give that look like we won't be able to speak again. Yeah, that's still the same you inside. He's tucking him in. Cute.
The mask is who we really are.
I like that. Cool. Okay, alright. So that was episode 6 of Avatar The Last Airbender. I liked it. I liked that episode. There was some stuff in there that I really, really loved. Like, there was actually a surprising amount of this episode that was, like, actually pretty identical to the cartoon. And that was, like, I've seen that stuff before. And so just seeing it in live action, I was like, yeah, this is the scene. These are the scenes in live action. You know, these work fine in live action. But I didn't, you know, think about it too much. So like, the whole blue spirit and breaking Aang out and stuff, like those were done fine, I think, in this episode. But I didn't have too much of a great attachment to them because it was like, yeah, I've seen it before. I saw it here. It's great. I feel like I would want to see what people who have never seen the cartoon, what their reaction is to those blue spirit scenes, because I feel like they would really, really love those scenes because the blue spirit scenes in the original show are so cool. And it's like a cool little mystery of like who it is. I feel like there's more clues in this that it's Zuko. Rather not as much clues, but it's like a little bit more obvious that Zuko was going to go and do something because they had that whole scene where Zuko was like, we have to go and do that, and then Iroh was like, no, you can't, it's impenetrable. Normally when a character says to another character like, you can't do that, it's impossible for you to go and do that, they're gonna go and try to do that. So I feel like it would be a little bit more obvious for people watching the live action show, but also, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's not like it's not a twist that's absolutely crazy. It's just a kind of cool twist if you didn't see it coming. That it's like, oh, Zuko who saved him? That's so cool. But a lot of the stuff that I loved in this episode, I mean, kind of like a lot of these other episodes, are the things that they added in to the show that just humanize these characters more, or like just give us more focus on some of these characters, and they like are really well done. I will say the live action has done Zuko and Iroh pretty much perfectly. Like it feels like they've focused so much on them and given them like an awesome B story, where Zuko and Iroh being on screen is the most fun I have in this show. Like I'm pretty fucking engaged every time that they are on screen, which is awesome. Like the fact that they've done those characters so well is really nice, because they're also like slightly different takes on the characters, but they feel like they've got the relationship down pat, and I I would actually even say Zuko in this show is more redeemable, I guess, early in the show. Like they are really playing to the fact of like this is a like really torn guy and actually like quite a good guy who's just in a shitty position. And so yeah, again, like it's like several of the previous episodes where the Zuko and Iroh scenes, like in episode 3, was it, or 4, where what episode is it, 6? So I think it would have been episode 4, was the like had some incredible Zuko and Iroh scenes, and yeah, in this, and also I think episode 3 had some amazing Iroh scenes as well, and this episode I loved that bit where Iroh told the soldiers like, hey, this is, because I think now from memory in the show, in the cartoon, and I mean, sorry if I actually get this wrong, which, you know, I feel like I'm really good at my Avatar lore a lot of the time, but sometimes I will forget things or fuck things up. But I think in the show, all I can remember that's close to those scenes is I do think there is a part where the crew are like, this Zuko is like, he sucks and this is really annoying. And then Iroh, I think, does tell his entire backstory. And the reason the soldiers sort of fall in line a bit more is because like they realize he's had it hard. But I think this idea of like, this is the 41st division, it's the division that Zuko saved. So it's like the division, it's like, this is the man who, if it wasn't for him, you would be dead. You would be sacrificed by the Fire Nation. He stood up for you to his own father and fought an Agni Kai against the Fire Lord for you and got his face burned for you and was sent to, like, was banished from the kingdom for your lives. And so, like, yeah, that would fucking inspire loyalty. And I really loved that, and I loved the scene of them all bowing to him, and it's like he has this like look on his face of like, I've just had a really shit day, but that like getting this respect is something that I need right now. Like that's what it felt like as he was walking through. That was an awesome scene. I loved that. I also really liked ozai firebending. Like I think when the characters just do this and there's like a small ball of flame, which is the go-to move, like that can be kind of uninteresting in firebending, like in the look of the firebending stuff. But some of Ozai's like big huge blasts and stuff, and there was one that he was like doing a blast and like they were cutting through the blast or whatever. It looked really cool, and it looked like ozai firebending. Like ozai firebending, I would say, is just like other people firebending times 5. Like he just has a lot of fire. That's the main thing about it, you know? Like Zuko's firebending is like in combination with these, you know, with these like breakdancing move type things. And so it's like sort of his firebending sort of flows with his body. And Iroh's firebending is like often powerful and like precise. And Azula's firebending is obviously erratic and blue. So like they have their own like forms of firebending where it's like Ozai is just like, he's just pure power incarnate with his fire. And I really think that actually came across in this, in the, you know, small amount of huge blasts that he did. It did look like, oh wow, that's some intense firebending. And it makes me excited for like book 3 to see like ozai firebending at its peak. That would be very cool. But yeah, so I really liked that Agni Kai. I liked the Zuko and Aang conversation quite a bit, of them, you know, chatting to one another, and having like this sort of moment of connection. It was nice, you know, like I feel like that's the sort of thing where the live action has the advantage of having a bit more time to do that scene. Like in the show, they kind of have to do that scene and get as much as possible in like a few lines, which is also like, you know, there's advantages to that, like being able to tell a story in a shorter amount of time can be very impressive. And like the fact that the cartoon was able to get through those feelings in a few lines is very impressive. And like the main line of that is the one that Aang said in this episode as well, which is just like, if we knew each other back 100 years ago, do you think we would have been friends? Which I love that line, and I love the way they use it. But like getting a little bit more of a conversation between them, it feels right, and it's good because it's like building up. Also, it's also building up those actors' chemistry a little bit, which will help more later in the show as well. So that was cool. It was a cool episode. I liked it. I didn't care that much about Roku. Like I think it's a fine characterization, but I wasn't a absolute massive fan of it. I think maybe if they I think part of it was like whenever he goes to like the spirit worldy type stuff, the environments are always a little weird looking. And so because of that, it makes the whole thing look a little more low budget. And so that makes the characterization of the avatars, like, they don't come across as cool, which I don't think that is necessarily a thing you need to do. But I think it's like the avatar is a very powerful force. And I do think the one moment in the show that is like really definitively shown that the previous avatars are cool is a bit where Kyoshi's like kicking ass and destroying everyone. I really liked that to show how awesome the previous avatars were. But yeah, in this episode, I felt like what Roku offered to the episode wasn't anything particularly special. Like, it was like they were putting Roku in, but I didn't get any sort of presence from him. I actually almost forgot he was in this episode. If I didn't have notes, I would have forgotten he was in this episode. So yeah, I don't know. But like, I don't know if that's I don't know exactly what that is. I don't know if it's just their choice of characterization for him, if it's the actor necessarily, if it's just the directing. I think it could be done right with all those same elements, just with a few things adjusted. But it's also not that big a deal to me. Like, I was just like, oh, okay, that's Roku, move along, it just wasn't like incredibly memorable. But since we already had like memorable huge things with Kyoshi beforehand, I'm not too bothered by it, because like it feels like they've sort of given Kyoshi a similar role to Roku. And so like part of what made Roku very special in the cartoon was he was the main one that Aang interacted with. But this show has let him interact also with Kyoshi and might let him interact with other ones. I don't know. Like, I wonder if we're gonna get Yang Chen or Kuruk. Probably not in this season, but in next season or something. In similar ways, it's possible. But yeah, anyway, that's the end of episode 6. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.